Hello and welcome to Coffee with Kirti. Today we have somebody who's actually, I've been in the agriculture industry, or I am also an agriculture graduate, so I know how easy and how difficult things are in agriculture. And we have somebody very special, very different person compared to the guests that I have had previously. Somebody who is very closely working with a lot of farmers, more than 2,000 farmers he's working with. His name is Narendra Chauhan. So we'll first welcome him. Welcome, Narendra sir. How are you
Hi,
doing today?
hi. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much. I have a lot of questions for you. In fact, just to also give more introduction about Narendra sir, he is the MD and he's the chairman of Dr. Shankar Rao Chauhan Biosugar Company. He is also the working committee member of Sri Sharda Bhavan Education Society in Nanded. He is also on the board of studies of Symbiosis College's Arts and Commerce College in Pune, and he's done a lot of other things that we'll be talking about. I'm really, really excited to know about his work. So, without further ado, what I would want, Narendra sir, is to understand about your work, your background. Give our audience a little bit information about what you have been doing until now and your journey so far, and then we'll deep dive into other.
No problem. See, I have completed my education in Symbiosis College itself.
Mhm.
I did my BComs there. Then I did my MBA. And then recently I did my MCom also.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah. So I wanted to do career in business.
Okay.
I have two restaurants in Pune,
Oh
which
wow.
I started with.
Wow.
When I finished my MBA, I did it in finance. So then I joined a finance company, and I worked there for 6 years. And then I always had a dream of having my own restaurant.
Okay.
So then what I did was I took a restaurant on rent.
Uh-huh.
So I used to work 9 to 6, and then evening I used to take care of the restaurant.
Wow.
So and the specialty was, people love biryani. So I had hired some nice chefs and cooks,
Okay.
and the business, which was around 2 to 5,000 rupees per day,
Uh-huh.
I took it to 3 lakh rupees per day.
Oh
And
wow.
then and the
That's
restaurant which I
amazing.
had taken on rent, yeah,
Uh-huh.
the restaurant which I had taken on rent, I bought over that restaurant. And then
Fantastic.
on that restaurant, then I bought one more. So then I have two restaurants now in Pune.
Fantastic.
And my basically I belong to Nanded,
Mhm.
which is in Marathwada. We are on the border of Andhra and Telangana.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and our we have four sugar factories in Nanded.
Mhm.
So I was, whenever I used to come to Nanded, people used to, the farmers and all, they used to come to meet me. Okay,
Mhm.
this is we had drought problems, then we have many issues, then everybody was hearing about suicides of the farmer.
Right.
So then I always had some that I should do something for the farmers.
Mhm. Mhm.
So then I thought, okay, Nanded is where Nanded, Hingoli, and Parbhani. These are the three districts
Mhm.
where there is more than 10 lakh acres of cultivation of turmeric.
Oh wow.
So turmeric is a basically everybody in their kitchen they have turmeric.
Absolutely.
So this basically, the journey started. I love coffee. So now we are having a
I'll
coffee
tell
with
you, I
Kirti.
am in very,
So
very much love with coffee. I want to know more about your coffee journey, more than turmeric.
yeah, that's what. So what happened is I had some work in Japan. So I was at Tokyo airport,
Mhm. Mhm.
and there I saw a board where it was written turmeric latte.
Oh, right. Right.
So I said, I had a lot of latte coffee, but then what
Right.
is this turmeric latte?
Turmeric latte.
So
Right.
when I tasted it, so it was a milk with turmeric in it. So
The thing that we
then
all
it
have
clicked.
every day almost.
Yeah, yeah. So now then I clicked. It clicked in my mind. In Japan they don't grow turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
So from where this turmeric is coming?
Right.
So then I went to Indian embassy and I inquired. So I was told that this turmeric is coming from Kerala.
Oh wow.
So I took the address of that company.
Uh-huh.
And when I came back, I was talking to some of the farmers, and I told them, why don't we export this turmeric in different countries?
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying, sir, we don't know because the farmers, as you know, they don't get to know all these exports and all. Some export houses or some traders do all this,
Correct.
but then that was not benefiting the farmers.
Right.
So I said, let me try. So
Mm-hmm.
then when I came back, I went to that company in Kerala, which they used to export to Japan.
Right.
So and that is one of the biggest, buyers of turmeric in the world.
Oh wow.
So when I met them, so I told them, sir, you're buying turmeric from all over the world. Why don't you buy from us? We have a lot of farmers. We have cultivation in the three districts. We have cultivation in more than 8 to 9 lakh acres. I said, sir, why not? We need turmeric like anything. We will buy from you.
Right.
So I sent them some samples.
Uh-huh.
And then they told me, sir, this variety what you are cultivating, the curcumin percentage is only 2.5 to 3.
Okay.
First time I heard this word called curcumin. So then, I got curious, and I started reading about curcumin. What is curcumin? Why it is so important? And then the journey started. And then I went to some agriculture universities. Then I'll be more than happy to share that we have developed two varieties which
Uh-huh.
are having high curcumin. So what
Wow.
is curcumin? The curcumin is what we consume turmeric for.
Right.
For so many centuries now, in our food we have turmeric. So turmeric, the curcumin which is there in turmeric, it is anti-inflammatory. So what is anti-inflammatory? Anti-inflammatory is basically it boosts your immune system.
Absolutely.
So in this corona pandemic, everybody was looking for something.
Right.
Everybody's now scared to go out, to talk, to touch.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
even now we are talking online.
Online.
Even
Yes.
now education is online. So now most of the things are online.
Yes.
Even there were some marriages which took place online.
Yes.
So
Yes.
uh, you know this the curcumin which is there in the turmeric is what we consume it for. So
Right.
as I said, it is anti-inflammatory. So it basically boosts your immune system. So
Right.
which is good for this corona pandemic.
Right.
It is anti-cancerous. So
Yes.
it basically kills the cancer cells which are present in your body. It
Right.
is very good for brain. It increases your basically memory. Then it is very good for patient who are suffering from Alzheimer. It is very good for arthritis. So basically,
Okay.
you can say this is for your body. Turmeric and curcumin
Right.
is a very good kind of a tonic for you.
Right.
So
Right.
we have it every day, but then unfortunately, the farmers were not knowing this.
Oh.
So
Right.
what is happening
Right.
is we say that we are a agriculture economy. As I'm a student of commerce, I'm student for economics. I have studied that India is a country, farmers country. Even
Yeah.
today,
Agrarian.
65% of our yeah, 65% of our population still depends on agriculture income.
Correct.
But
Correct.
contribution of agriculture in the GDP is only 17%. So that
Correct.
means
Very nice.
65% of the population which is working in agriculture field, they are contributing only 17% in our nation's income. So that means remaining 35 are giving 83% to our nation's GDP. So that means there is something wrong in agriculture.
Right.
So then what is that wrong?
Right.
See, what is happening is we always read in the newspapers, on the TVs that there are farmer suicides happening. So
Right.
nobody wants to suicide. But then if the kind of money the farmer is putting and is not paid, he is
Correct.
taking loans from the money lenders,
Right.
and the kind of interest what he is paying. And unfortunately the land holding in our country is a problem.
Right.
87% of our farmers, their land holding is less than 2 acres. So
Correct.
you can imagine if is holding less than 2 acres, the kind of produce what will be coming from the 2 acres will be very small.
Yeah.
So that had to be organized.
Correct.
So I said, let me do something on this. So what I did is I went to more than 1,000 villages.
Oh,
I
wow.
spoke to the farmers. I took their lectures and counseling. So I told them, I told them, you can cultivate properly, but then the problem is the farmer is not able to sell.
Correct.
So
Correct.
there are traders who take advantage of this situation.
Correct.
So I said, let me take out the traders. Let me introduce the farmer directly in the company, so
Right.
that the middleman's money is given back to the farmer.
Correct.
So then when I told them, I always explain the farmers that, do you have children in the college or school? They say, yes, sir, we have. Then I tell them, if they don't study, what will happen? Then they say, sir, they will fail. I say, it is same with you all. If you don't study what you're cultivating, you are going to fail. You're not
Right.
going to earn income out from the your
Absolutely.
land or your farm.
Absolutely.
So then they understand. So they say, sir, then what we should do? So first thing what I did is I asked them to do their soil analysis. So then again I tell them, if you get ill, you go to the doctor. Doctor does your blood test, your urine test. Why he does it? Then they say, sir, he will understand what problem we have. I think it's the same with agriculture. If you don't do your soil testing, your water testing, how you will understand which fertilizer should be put? So now the problem is what the farmers do is his farming is depending on his neighbor. Suppose his neighbor puts 2 bags of urea, he will put 3. If his neighbors put two bags of DAP, he will put 4.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because he feels if I put more fertilizer, I'll get more income.
Right.
But
Right.
then that is destroying the soil.
Correct.
And
Absolutely.
there is a lot of cancer patients. So there is a lot of problems because
Absolutely.
of that. So then I started this. I made groups in 390 villages.
Oh, wow.
I with some of the agriculture universities, I developed 2 different types of seeds which are having high curcumin in it, and duration is also less. The traditional crop what the farmers take of turmeric is called Salem, which everybody knows. But the problem is in Salem, the curcumin percentage is 2.5 to 3.5.
Okay.
So I developed 2 varieties, which is called PTS10, which is having 4 to 5% curcumin, and one more variety which I have developed is called Shankara, which is having 6 to 7% curcumin.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
the
Like the
farmers,
double percentage.
yes. So the farmers, the crop cycle, which was of 9 months, is reduced to 7 months. So now we can take one more crop.
Oh, wow.
So
Fantastic.
now we have already have done sowing, which finished in June. So his yield, the crop will come in Jan.
Okay.
So when the crop will come in Jan, we will give him watermelon. So watermelon will come in May. So he will take 2 crops.
Very
so he will earn. He will earn in turmeric, and he'll get bonus in his watermelon.
And I think that also helps in the in keeping the soil health really good, because you're not doing monoculture. That means turmeric after turmeric after turmeric, right? You're giving the soil a little bit of gap with the watermelon and stuff, and that also increases the income for the farmer. So I think the model that you have established is fantastic, because you're working with thousands of farmers. You're clearly telling them that it is important for us to work together rather than work in silos, because if you work just as one individual, you are just going to earn out of that 2 acres. But if we can bulk it up with huge numbers, then I think it's an awesome work that you're doing now.
So there is one more thing which I would like to add into this.
Please.
See, now all these farmers are they are from different villages.
Correct.
The problem now is, most we say that we are a youth country also. We
Right.
are a farming country, but
Right.
and we also say that we are a youth country.
Yes.
If you see, because of this corona and because of this slowdown, there are no jobs.
Right.
So
Right.
people, as you mentioned early in my introduction, that we have a education institute also.
Right.
We
Right.
have more than 28,000 students who are there in our institute.
Oh,
So
wow.
from school to PG, we have
Yeah.
16 schools and 16 colleges and 8 schools.
Very
So
nice.
when I meet this youth also, their problem is they are not getting jobs.
Yes.
So I explain them, you see, you have your agriculture land. Why
Right.
don't you work with your father instead
Right.
of applying for job somewhere?
Right.
I have developed a presentation where I tell them
Right.
in 2 acres
Mhm.
you can earn more than what a salaried person is earning in any office.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So
I should
now they
come
are
for your training.
understanding, and
I
now
should come for your training.
and then they are joining their parents, wherein now see,
Nice.
new generation, they have their own ideas. They
Absolutely.
use laptops, they use mobile phones, and nowadays there are a lot of apps which have come wherein you can now there is app wherein you just, if there is a fungus infection to your crop, you just
Right.
have to just click a photo, and then it will tell this is the fungus, you apply this.
Absolutely.
So there is this kind of apps and technology which is available, which the new generation can implement that in the farming.
Definitely. Definitely. So coming to your work, Nalin sir, I want to know. See, there are a lot of organizations who have clusters of farmers, right? How uh, um, how is your organization different in terms of, I'm talking about the farmer group, right? How is it different? That is one question. The follow-on question to that is, how difficult has it been to bring all those farmers as a group? Because it takes a lot of educating them, and farmers, mostly Indian farmers, because they have been, for decades and for centuries, they have been taken advantage of. It's, for them, it is the trust factor is not there, right? How easy or difficult was it for you to, gather them together and tell them that, see, this is an organization that we are building together. Let's work together and make more profits for you and grow as an organization. How is your organization different in terms of the farmer groups, and how difficult or easy was it for you to build this?
As you correctly said, farmers don't believe you easily,
Correct.
because his full life depends on the income which he's going to get from his farm.
Correct.
And as I said, most of them are having 1 to 2 acres of agriculture farm. So that's his blood, you can say, which is there in his soil.
Correct.
So what I did is I went to this more than 1,000 villages. I explained them, okay, what is the crop, what is the new variety, and what I did is, first I put that seed in my own farm.
Hmm.
So seeing is believing.
Believing.
So first I did that. So they came, my neighbors first, they saw,
Okay.
sir, yield is very good.
Yes.
So which is this variety?
Yes.
And can I get seed? I
Yes.
said, not this year, I'll give you next year when the my crop comes. So so when I gave my neighbors, so and then they told others, then the villages where I already had been, so they started inquiring, sir, we heard that your crop has come very good, so
Right.
you are getting very good. See, it boils down to money.
Right.
So
Right.
how we are different than others is, we do buyback.
Oh, nice. Yes. That's like
We
a
are the
guaranteed money.
only company what guaranteed that I'm doing buyback the seed which I have given,
Right.
and plus I pay 15 to 20% more than the market rate.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What does a farmer want?
So yes.
What else does a
And
farmer want? Right.
what I did is, what happens in typical situation is, the farmer, he works hard, he sweats in his farm throughout the year,
Absolutely.
and when the crop, the yield comes,
Mm.
the traders, what they do is, they lower the price.
Absolutely.
That's the typical condition
Yes.
in Indian scenario. You take any crop.
Correct. Correct.
When the crop comes, the traders who are there in the market sitting in AC offices,
Correct.
they lower the price because they
Right.
know that he has to because he can't wait more, because he has to pay his bank debts and his money lenders money. So whatever I'll give you, he'll have to sell it to me.
Yes. Just have to
So
accept.
then what I did is, as I said, he was not understanding that we are eating turmeric because of the curcumin which is there in it.
Absolutely. Yes.
So what I did is, we have our Swami Ramanand Tirtha University, which is there in Nanded.
Okay.
So I went and met the vice chancellor. I told him, sir, you have your different departments. They have pharmacy, they have chemistry.
Right.
So these departments have good labs.
Right.
So I told them, sir, can I use one of your lab for farmers? He said, how can you use for farmers?
Right.
He said, sir, you have got HPLC machine,
Right.
which can, which can do calculation how much curcumin percentage is there in the turmeric. He said,
Right.
is it possible? He said, yes, it is possible.
Okay.
So now I did a MOU with the local university.
Okay.
Then I'm using their lab, and then we do curcumin testing in the lab. So
Okay.
now I am the only company which is paying the farmers according to the curcumin content which is present in his crop. So he's
Wow.
not cheated.
Wow.
He is not cheated. He will come to know now, as the farmer which does milk business, he gets
Right.
paid according to the fat percentage which is there in the milk.
Right. Absolutely.
Even when we buy gold, we
Right.
buy according to the carat.
Carat. Right.
So same,
Right.
if the curcumin percentage which is there in his crop,
Right.
if he gets paid on the curcumin percentage, now this year, now there is a competition in the farmer. Sir,
Wow.
I'll get now more than 4.5. Somebody says, sir, I'll get more than 5. So now
You've
they are
gone very deep into
now,
it. You've gone very deep into it, made them understand what the active ingredient is, right? That's the most important thing. Curcumin
and forget that.
percentage.
Even I told them what are the things which can improve his curcumin percentage.
Oh, wow.
See, now we don't get there are no cows in the field nowadays.
Right.
Everybody has buffalo, or we all have buffalo milk.
Correct.
The problem is, as we said, we say the manure that we give in the farm, the buffalo manure is not good, because it destroys the crop.
Okay.
There is a called, as you are an agriculture graduate, you
Yes.
must be knowing that there is a typical problem called humni. There is a small insect, white insect,
Right.
which eats the roots of turmeric, which what we eat.
Right.
So that comes because of the manure is not proper. So
Right.
I went to Bhabha Atomic Research Center, which is in Mumbai. So they have given me a solution for this. So we need organic carbon in the soil to increase the curcumin percent.
Right.
What we did is, we have got now charcoal extraction, which is 100% carbon, and
Okay.
then through drip we give to our crop. So which has increased the curcumin percentage in the turmeric.
So, what I'm understanding with all of that you've told is, first thing really, really important for you as, as a leader. I see you as a leader already. And I'm sure, I saw some of the posters on your LinkedIn also, where it says Narendra Chavan Dada, right? So it means that, people really, really
Yeah.
regard you as their leader, and you are doing the empowerment work, right? Which is more important. Rather than giving them the fish, you're teaching them how to fish, which is really, really important, right? And what is really, really impressive about
Yes.
your work, sir, is that I think, when you told me about you went to the university, you told them, you have machines, let me use that, right? You went to Baba Atomic Center, you went and you did the research. You told about buffalo manure is not good for, who goes so deep into doing something, and you're basically empowering the whole farmer community with a lot of knowledge. And I think that is really, really important, because once the farmer is empowered with knowledge, then knowledge is power, right? And they can actually use it very nicely.
Yeah.
So going forward, sir, I want to understand. You're also working. You told us about the youth, right? You're working with young people. You're working for their for even empowering them in terms of making them self-reliable, self-dependent, rather than only looking out for jobs and moving to or migrating to urban cities. Rather than that, you have a model that you have developed wherein they can earn more than a salaried person. So can you brief us? Can you tell us about the model that you talked about
Yeah.
for the for people who are coming from rural background, they've studied and they want to move to urban cities. Rather than that, if they
Yeah.
follow your model, they can be more happy in their hometowns. And what is better than being at home and earning that much money, right? So
Yeah.
what is the model?
Very good.
Please tell me about the model.
Uh, yeah. As I said, we always say that we are a youth country.
Right,
65% of our population is below 30.
right,
But
right.
if you see their contribution in our GDP or our national income is very minimal.
Correct, correct.
Why that is so? Because what is been taught in college doesn't happen in real life, and
I totally agree with you.
what happens in real life, you're not prepared for that after
Absolutely,
your graduation of your schooling.
absolutely.
So the problem is, I always tell in my I take lectures in colleges. So I tell them, our in coming 4 5 years, we don't have problem with China or Pakistan. We have problem of urban and rural educated unemployed youth, because
Educated and employed youth.
youth
Yes,
because that's a time bomb which we are having. If they
correct,
are not channelized properly, they can become a big problem because they don't have jobs.
correct.
Now if you
Absolutely,
see after this corona pandemic,
correct,
the crime rate is slowly increasing.
correct,
Why it is so? Because he's lost his job. He
correct,
doesn't have money in his hand, and suppose
correct,
now his mother is ill, now she needs treatment. And
right,
if suppose somebody tells him, there is a shop which is open, please go and rob it, he will
right,
do it.
right.
So then who's
Desperate.
going to take that responsibility? Who's
Correct,
going to take that responsibility as a nation, as a learned a person? Then what's the use of the knowledge which is given to me? So I
yes,
said, let me do something with these students also.
right,
So what I do is, I explain them. Now, suppose you go, if you must be knowing, fresh engineer is
hmm,
paid 8 to 10,000 rupees a month.
correct, correct, correct,
A BE graduate,
right,
you can imagine the condition of BCom, BSc, and BA.
correct, correct,
So then I tell them, if 10,000 rupees a month, that is 1,20,000 rupees a year.
correct,
So I explain him, I can give you a model where you can earn from your 2 acres. You can earn more than 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees per month, per year.
oh wow, wow,
So that is almost 15 to 20,000 rupees a month.
right, right,
So then they say, how we can do that?
right,
So then I explain them, from turmeric you can earn so much,
right,
from soybean you can earn so much. We have banana cultivation also in our
right,
area.
right,
From banana you can earn so much.
right,
So then I have developed this model for the youth,
right,
and then I explain them, why don't you work with your father?
right,
You know how to handle a app, you know how to handle a gadget. So
right,
use the new technology to in improving your farming.
right,
Find markets which are
right,
there. Now you can sell online. You can sell
right,
online. I'll give
right,
my own example.
right,
See, when I came from my farm where my first turmeric powder was ready,
hmm,
I posted it on LinkedIn,
right,
and you'll not believe, you can check on my LinkedIn, I
hmm.
got 21 lakh 40,000 views.
Wow, wow,
21 lakh 40,000 views.
wow. That
So I
is,
have sold,
I should
I have,
applaud you on this one. Really.
yeah, and on
Wow.
LinkedIn, and that
Yes,
also on
on
LinkedIn
LinkedIn
where,
agriculture. No,
yes,
no connection, but
nobody can imagine.
nobody
Nobody
can
can
actually get
imagine.
that. Yes, yes, yes.
So, and I've
Absolutely.
sold in this last 2 months, I've sold almost 40 tons of turmeric powder online.
Wow. Online. Wow.
Without a single rupee ad.
Wow. That is fantastic.
So
That is
that's the
fantastic.
power. That is the power of online that we have in our
Correct.
hand. But if
Correct.
you use it properly,
Correct.
then you can sell anything. Now, see, market is in your hand. You need
Right.
to utilize it properly. You need to dedicate your time in that, so that
Right.
people will come to know about you. See,
Right.
now today you're taking my interview. Maybe
Right.
thousands of people will watch this. Then
Definitely.
they will come to know that this guy is there who's doing something for the farmers.
Correct. 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 I
Now,
think that is fantastic. A lot of good things. Lot of good things with the youth, with the I'm sorry I'm cutting you off, but I have more questions for you. So I want to also understand in terms of since COVID has happened in the past 4, 5, 6 months almost, if you really count technically. Um, how is this turmeric farming coping up in your community of almost 2000 plus farmers? How are they coping? Has it impacted in a bad way or good way, or anything of that sort has happened during the
see,
COVID situation?
as I said, in my group, the
Mhm.
group which I have, they are rest assured because they know that Dada is going to buy it.
Right.
So and then they are going to pay. They are going to get paid more than the market. So
on
which I
the
paid them.
on the percentage of curcumin.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And but then actually people who are into turmeric cultivation, it was a good time for them because everybody was looking out for something
Hmm.
in corona. Everybody was scared,
Right.
and
Right.
as I said, turmeric has curcumin, and which is anti-inflammatory. So when I posted that on LinkedIn,
Right.
everybody jumped onto it when they saw the photographs,
Hmm.
with my turmeric, and everybody asked, "Sir, which is this variety which you're holding in your hand?"
Right.
I was having a photograph where I was holding
Right.
the seeds of turmeric in my hand,
Okay.
and they were. I mean, everybody said, "Sir, which is we would like to have this,
Nice,
turmeric."
nice, nice.
That's how.
You're
And so, I
you're
mean,
one of those beautiful stories that is happening during the COVID, because you are actually turmeric fights all the microorganisms, whether it's
yeah,
bacteria. I'm not very sure about virus and stuff, but yes, I think it is, like you said, has a lot of medicinal properties, right?
yeah.
Going forward, because you have so much entrepreneurial inclination, what should the youth, according to you, what should the youth focus on when they take on entrepreneurship, when they start, when they want to, because it's a fear, taking that first step is a very difficult step, because even if you tell me that I'm going to make 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees out of that 2 acres of land, there are a lot of factors. First of all, I may be a young boy coming out of college, done BCom or whatever graduation, but I might not be having even 2 acres of land. That could be one of the
Yeah,
possibilities, right?
yeah.
I could have lots of challenges in my life. When it comes to Indian rural youth, the difficulties, kind of double it down, right? So, what is your take on entrepreneurship for them? What do you want to tell the youth of, rural youth specifically? Because, they don't have everything on their plate given, right? Whereas urban youngsters get a lot of things given by their parents, right? So, what would your message to them be? How should they start their journey?
See, basically, as you rightly said, what is entrepreneurship? The entrepreneurship is an entrepreneur who understands the problems first.
Right.
So I tell the youth whenever I meet them, you understand the problems which are there near you,
Hmm.
and try to think and try to give a solution to that problem.
Right. Right.
Once you get that solution, that will be your business idea, and there you will click.
Right. Right.
Because if I try to follow somebody,
Right.
then it is his dream, it is his wish, it is his way of thinking.
This
So
formula.
if I try to copy somebody, I'm
Yes.
going to fail.
Right. Right.
you should, I always tell, there is no shortcut to if you want to become successful. But
Right.
then if you want to become successful, you should have your own route, your own roadmap. You
Correct.
can't take somebody else's route, somebody else's roadmap. So
Absolutely.
I tell the youth the same thing. First understand the problems which are there near you, near your home, and
Right.
then try to understand what solution I can give to this problem.
Right.
If
Right.
I understand, then 100% I'll be a very good entrepreneur.
Right. Right. I think that's very well put. I'll tell you about my experience. I'd gone to, I don't remember the name of the farmer, but he's a role model farmer somewhere in Karnataka. When I was doing my graduation, we were taken as a state tour, agriculture college state tour. So we went to this farmland, and his farm was fantastic. And I think he was growing something in organic farming he was doing, and I wanted to take an autograph of that farmer. So he wrote in Kannada, okay, and I'll tell you what he wrote. He told exactly the same words that you just said. He said,
Okay.
look into the nature which is surrounding you. Look for everything in the nature around you, and come up with solutions for that thing, and you will progress in that, right? So I
Very
think that line that he had written, I think I should have that autograph of him. It was
okay.
written in Kannada, but it is something very similar to what you just said. So I think that is what our also when we talk about Atmanirbhar and we talk about self-sufficiency, we talk about being Indian
I
and
would
all of
I,
that.
I would like to add one more thing.
Right.
Everybody knows about the pollution problem which is there in Delhi.
Correct. Correct.
Why it is happening? Delhi, Haryana, Punjab, these are the belt where they grow a lot of rice,
Right.
wheat
Right.
and rice.
Right. Right.
So when the crop comes, what they do is they burn the
Yes. They burn
remains.
the things. Yes. After the harvest.
So I told the farmers, see, even in turmeric, as I said, in Nanded, Parbhani, and Hingoli, these three districts, we have more than 8 to 9 lakh acres of cultivation of turmeric.
Wow.
So when the crop comes, when they the harvesting, they do the harvesting. You need to boil the turmeric.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So boiling, when they are doing boiling, they have to cut trees.
Right. Right.
Lot of smoke and carbon emission is happening.
Right. Right.
So again, I went to our local engineering college.
Okay.
I told them we our in because see the yield comes in summer days. It comes in
Right.
Jan.
Right.
So I said, from Jan to May, June, we have ample, sun energy, solar energy.
Correct.
Why don't we convert this, boiling into solar?
Right. Right. Right.
I've made now a project which
Right.
is now successful. I'll be installing that machine in my
Ab-
own farm, where I'll be not cutting a single tree, and I'll be boiling the turmeric on solar energy.
Very nice. Fantastic. I saw that on your LinkedIn post somewhere. You had those big
Yes,
silver foil kind of
yes,
thing for solar
yes, yes,
stuff.
yes, yes,
I think your way is the nature's way is what you really I think also I feel that you're very much attached to the soil, right?
yes.
I don't know, I'm not very good at Marathi, but I think they say bhuila says jamun. You're working
J-
from earth. You're earthly, very earthly,
बरोबर.
right? So
जमिनीला जोडलेला माणूस.
जमिनीला जुळलेला माणूस, right, right, right. Fantastic, fantastic. So I
Yeah.
think that's something we all look for. In fact, the whole reason that I'm doing Coffee with Preeti is to come up to look for stories such as yours. I think yours is a fantastic story to be told, and I think a lot of people who are going to be watching this episode are going to be um, thrilled to understand your work, and I'm going to share a lot of your information in the description also. So I have last two questions for you before we end this interview. One is I want to know who your role model is. Okay, and the last question, follow-on question to that is, what is your one-line message to people who are working in the farm as entrepreneurs or as farmers? So who's your role model first?
My role model is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.
I can see that in your
Because
background.
why?
My
The
wife
kind of
is a Bhosle, for your kind information.
wow. So the kind of work he has done for the farmers and for a common man, which
Right.
is incredible. I mean, even if I can, do 1% of what he's achieved in his life, I feel that I've achieved something in my life.
Fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
he is my role model.
Yeah.
And then if I would like to tell the farmer or anybody in the youth, I always tell, whatever you do, please enjoy what you're doing. If you
Absolutely.
enjoy what you are doing, the results are enjoyable.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I think enjoying, that's why, and I enjoy being on Coffee with KP. I hope you have
Yes,
enjoyed being
yes.
having this
Thank you very much.
conversation. I really
Thank you
appreciate
very
your time and your efforts in the domain that you're working in. Agriculture is something that we really have to put, accelerate right now, right? Thank you so much for coming on
much.
Coffee with
Thank you very
KP,
much.
Narendra sir. I really appreciate, and
Thank
I
you.
look forward to a lot of great work from you, and hopefully we'll
Thank you.
have you again sometime later. Again. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you
Thanks a
very much.
lot.
Thank
Thank
you.